Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we look at the beautiful city that is Ottawa, I can tell you that bad things happen in threes, which is seemingly what has happened right now. Let me show you the first one. Firstly, Russia is now sending apostles, which is very annoying, especially because they have +6 intel on me. How they got that, I don't know. Okay, I've given them a delegation. Now they should only have +3. Yeah, that makes a difference. Secondly, India seems to just trying to be settled. They're settling right down this little avenue here. Now, they're not going to keep hold of that, see? Especially as I add more farms around. So they're settling 3 cities for me, but it is still very annoying. And thirdly, and most importantly, yep, this Tundra storm, it absolutely ripped apart this city and then ripped apart city. I mean, in one turn, it just went all the way through and it removed my vampire castle, which is really annoying because I'd replaced one of the tiles with a holy site. So now I have to make a new one. First locations I can see right now are either this tile, because it's between the 2 cities, or this tile. Luckily, Lady Sucklington is here and ready to go, but this is very, very annoying. Let's try this one, because this would actually be a really good place to just boost population in the area a little bit. So all in all, it's just a bit annoying, really. It's just a bit annoying. My missionaries do have a clean shot through at Coupe cities, though, so we're just going to head in this direction. And I did realize I, of course, have the Giant's Causeway, so all of my army is now going to take the long pilgrimage over to the Giant's Causeway as they go towards Coupe to attack. Not a bad field trip as field trips go. Oh, this storm is the worst. Just go away. Go on. There we go. It's petered out. It's broken everything. I don't think there's anything that survived that. Hey, with every holy site, our nation gets a little bit more powerful. More faith, more production. And machinery helps a lot as well. That's a siege tower and a crossbowman. Don't really have campuses. Maybe pikemen would be a good idea, but I think I'm actually going to go for castles. Actually, printing, castles, siege tactics, military science. Just stick down the bottom of the tree. Go warry. We're feeling feisty. There we go. Our religion is now spreading to Coupe. Yes, this is crusade. This will help a lot. Oh yeah, look at that. Spread my religion right into Indian lands now. What are you going to do? It's going to take them ages to sort that out. AI gets so confused when they have your religions removed from their lands. They just cannot stand it. I'm still trading where I can for luxuries, and I did manage to pick up a couple of great works from Russia. I'll see if I can keep doing it. Every now and then they sell them for really cheap, then they sell them for really expensive. It sort of bounces up and down. So at the moment it's gone really expensive, but it was cheap before, so it's worth keeping an eye on. So in terrible news, Ngazagamut was just destroyed by China. I don't like that. Fez went as well. AI is pretty keen on destroying a lot of city-states this game, and I don't know how I feel about that. So with that farm and this lumber mill, that is a replacement vampire castle. This is more of a foodie one than a production one. 21 food and 10 production, but you know what? I think Ottawa will appreciate it nonetheless. Up to 96 production. Now, one more encampment training, and that should give me the Great General, and now I'm wondering whether or not St. Basil's Cathedral in my capital would be a good move. I mean, the answer is clearly yes, it would be a brilliant move, so let's do that as quick as we can. Although, this is an absolutely typical Ursa distraction. What if I went for Spy Master and got 2 extra spies and 50% production on spies? That's useful, isn't it? Because then I could make a bunch of spies and use them to start promoting them, which would give me more combat strength later. I mean, we want to keep kicking around this entire game. Yeah, I'm going to use spies a little bit more today. The agency, there we go. We've got 2 more spy capacity. So my capital is actually going to make those spies first, because they will start with a promotion from my general, which means I've only got to upgrade them once, probably in Coupe's capital. We could also go for anywhere that's got a bit of science. So Scotland would be a really good place because I believe they're winning. 40 techs to my 21. Don't think about that too hard. How often have we had to say that in recent games, eh? Don't think about the crippling tech loss. Yeah, this is going okay. This is going okay. I'm saving up faith. I don't know why I'm saving up faith. I'm tempted by Irene of Athens, +1 governor. Governors are so useful on this mode. I'm tempted to just grab as many of them as I can, but she's not the merchant I'm really looking for. The merchant I really would like later into the game is Mary Catherine Goddard, and we're nowhere near that. That and Sarah Breedlove, Melita. Maybe commercial hubs is something we should be thinking about for the next couple of ages, you know? Oh, there's Delhi. I'm not going to be able to convert Delhi this turn, but I'm just going to move my missionary around, find where all of India's cities are. I was worried that I'd really hamstringed them, but they've got loads of cities back here. They'll be fine. They didn't need all these tundra cities. If anything, I'm doing them a favor. So in goes oligarchic legacy, wars of religion, and conscription. Now, if I start to add up these modifiers, when we do go to combat, I should be an incredible fighting force. Okay, I can't be bothered to wait any more for a general. So there's my general, Joan of Arc. Amazing. Amazing. And my first musket now walks towards the spear. Yes, this is just going to be a bit of a conveyor belt. It's taken me a little bit of time. I know that, but it's worth it. It's worth it because the +5, that's permanent. Plus, it's giving my missionaries a little bit of time to just sort of skate up Coupe's territory and convert all their cities, which is more difficult than you'd think. The Renaissance era. Let's see how the world pans out this age. First of all, Coupe, Golden Age. That could be better. Rome is in normal. India is in normal. Okay, I think that means we should be fine on loyalty. Oh yeah, we're more than fine. Perfect. Exodus was fun, but I think I'm going to go back to monumentality for a little bit. I've got 151 faith per turn coming in at the moment, and there's a lot of improvements we need to make to our lands, like a lot of them. Well, first of all, the main thing is we want to go and settle everywhere. So 185 faith for a settler. That's also really good, but I'm just thinking actually, Himiko is on 2 lifespans. I'm going to delete her and quickly pray for her back, which I can now do for 1,120 faith. There you go. She's back immediately. Perfect. Now we can use our faith. Okay, great. So we'll start to save that up, but I'm going to put another settler down there. This is another city right in the middle, Montreal. Let's go and get that wine. Excellent. My first spy has arrived. Listening post. Let's do that. Or printing is going to actually finish just at the right time for all of this. India, do you own Scotland City? That's mean. Scotland, are you going to stand for that? You shouldn't stand for that. Look how far we managed to spread our religion, though. That's handy. This city's really, really well fortified. That's only because there's a caravel core in that city. I don't trust that that is necessarily representative of the actual combat strength of Coupe. About 1,000 military, but most of it seems to be navy. There's a lot of man-at-arms and catapults, but look at it. It's all navy. We don't mind that because we're not going to be fighting them with navy. We've just got a massive land army. A massive land army. You don't quite understand how big my land army is. It's 1,353 of Canadian hockey death army. We're not happy. We are fed up of apologizing and we want to spread our ways forcefully. Speaking of, oh look, I can't declare war. There's no surprise war function. I haven't denounced them, but China will let me into their war instantaneously. So, you know, now we're at war. You see, it's easy. How have you not met Coupe, Gilgamesh? You're on the coast. That is exceptional. Like, come on, sort yourself out. You're supposed to be my ally in this. Anyway, we are now at war with Coupe. We have a bunch of modifiers now. Wars of religion probably won't be firing because I have a feeling we might have spread to one too many cities. Yeah, they follow my religion. Okay, so that card won't be working right now, but if I move my general in a little bit and I move Himiko in, you will see. Oh yeah, right. Now here we go. 83 strength. That's from a 55 unit. We've got 3 on intel, 5 from Great General, 5 from Himiko, 3 from my governor, 4 from Oligarchic Legacy, 5 from the spear, and 3 from flanking. I mean, come on now. If this isn't the most terrifying army you've ever seen, then I don't know what game you've been watching, but I want part of it. So Sun Tzu is leading an army of my established and experienced, but not as trained units. So Sean Kelly, Lord Paulie, Lutido, they're all making their way from the other front. They've walked a long way to be here. I mean, some are faster than others. Not looking at you, Major King Kong, but you need to get moving. Come on. I reckon we can just get punchy immediately. Start walking in. Yes. Look at this. Okay, my units are fairly powerful here. The aim is to kind of conquer maybe up to their capital. I don't know if I'll take the capital. Maybe I will. I think I want all of this land. I just want basically uninterrupted access to all of this tundra. Not that I'm really doing anything with it. I should point that out. Ah, Rosalie, this is my new spy. And already we have Steel Great Works. Guess where you're going? Hello, Russia. I'm only just fixing all of the damage from that storm, by the way. It was brutal. And every now and then, I'm just popping down a little Alcazar. These things are worth so much science and culture. I don't need many of them. Just a couple, just to keep edging my science up so I don't fall too far behind. I am painfully aware of the fact that I really am not running any campuses right now, and that will come back to catch up with me if I'm not careful. Oh, sorry. I didn't include Crusade in all of that calculation. So I'm actually on plus 38. Sorry about that. Oh, I was underselling myself. Oh yeah, and I just asked around and 4 other people joined in on this war with Coupe. Yeah, you can give me that face all you want. That's sort of how I'm feeling about this war too. Yep, okay, you can counterattack if you want. How did that go for you? How was that for you? It looked pretty painful. So if I don't want wars of religion, what do I want? Raid. Of course, when you've got monumentality on, your builders move so quickly, you should always have raid on if you're attacking, because that's 300 gold I've just pillaged. And my builder can just go, wee, and go and fix it within like a couple of turns of taking the city on. It really is too good to pass up on. All of the other pillages in this particular city, unfortunately, are all just food-based, which isn't what I need. So I'm not going to hang around. We're just going to go 1, 2, take the city like that. It's not even bothering to wait around, and we're already loyal. That's good. Doesn't need to be crazy loyal. Just needs to be loyal. Can Lord Sucklington get the spear? Yes. Oh my lord, Lord Sucklington, you little rogue, you. Blimey, I need to get a railroad going to this Giant's Causeway. Which theatre squares can I steal from today? Looks like St. Petersburg might have a few. Oh, go on then. Off we go. Scotland is just being ransacked by barbarians here. That's hilarious and I love it. I approve of it massively. What's going on? Military emergency against Gandhi. That's tempting. Now, I'm probably going to have one thrown against me for conquering this city, but you have to ask yourself the question, do I care? And the answer to that is normally no. Lutedo, do me the honor. Thank you. Just making sure that my named and experienced units are the ones to get all of the experience from killing a barb camp. It's quite a large chunk when you actually look at it. So this is just a regular unnamed trebuchet, but it does have the power of Sun Tzu, Himiko, and Crusade. Let's see what all of that adds up to if I move in. Actually, nope, sorry. Dad Tato is just doing a little bit of city exploration for me, if I'm going to put it that way. Let's move that crossbow in right. Oh, the trebuchet would do over half the walls in one go. That's powerful. Religious emergency. This we actually do want to go through, because what this will do is if I win the military religious emergency, every time I conquer a city, I will get the same burst of religion that I should only get for winning the religious emergency. It's a bug. It's been in the game for a while. It is what it is. This military emergency might be a problem. This military emergency, I could declare war on Gandhi again, but I'd rather not. So I'm going to opt out of that one and hope that not too many people join in with my one. I mean, nobody really knows who Coupe is, so I might get lucky. I did get lucky. Scotland, Rome, and England all voted against it. They've all decided that I am not somebody to fight. Coupe was in... Oh, India was up for it. I think India has unfinished business with me, to put it mildly. I respect that. Now, to win the religious emergency, I need to make sure that Hyderabad is converted to my religion, which it almost is. So I'm gonna chuck over another missionary. Does it make sense to do a missionary, or should I put an apostle over? No, missionary's fine. I'm just gonna keep annoying them with this. Oh, I got another hero. Hippolyta, I forgot I was building her. Ah, that is amazing. She is brilliant because she can get any unit to double move, including catapults, which is a really, really good synergy. 71 strength trebuchet. That's before the promotion as well. Oh, okay. I don't think we're going to have many issues fighting here. The man-at-arms can just punch straight through a trebuchet. It doesn't even fight back. It sort of just bounces. It's the best way I could describe how that combat happened. It just they just bounced off me. Printing. That's another 3 combat strength, just in case I didn't have enough. It was tempting to say I didn't have enough, you know? Move these trebuchets a little bit further. Okay, don't kill Himiko like that. Come on. Just accept that I'm going to be superior in this particular instance. There we go. And let her back in. Perfect. Now we can go 1 trebuchet, 2 trebuchet. How much pillaging do I want to do of this city? There is a little bit more gold, but I think momentum is on our side. So let's go and just take this city for now. Oh, it's beautiful. Everyone forward. Everyone forward. Actually, little trick for you here. I've got myself a siege tower. I'll move my great general onto the same tile. And if I use Hippolyta's command on this tile, she gives her own movement back. Just a fun little trick there. Didn't really need it that particular turn, but you'd be surprised how often that one is quite handy. And this is what I mean. There you go, 152 gold for a great work of writing. No one's entirely sure why Russia, for whatever reason, just has started valuing them so low. But if you can pick up a few, pick up a few. Chloe, my next spy, fabricates scandal. Oh, polygraph. If spies in home territory, enemy spies are 1 level less. I kind of wanted to use her offensively, but I expect my capital is going to get raided very soon, so for once, I'm going to have a counter spy. I know, I couldn't believe it when I said that as well. I'm going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to counter spy. Oh, it's brilliant. Sprawling Empire. That's always a good sign, isn't it? Some early war left me with a decent foundation, and now I'm filling in with all of the resources that I've pilfered. The trick for this particular emergency is just to throw missionaries at them so that you have a huge, huge buffer. Sometimes it actually stops the AI from fighting back religiously because they look at the city and go, that number's just, it's too big. There's no point trying to fight that. We can't fight it, so they don't. It's like a form of bluffing, I guess. Just say, yeah, go on then. You going to? Didn't think so. I'm going to pick up Nan Madol. I don't have a huge amount of coastal cities, but what I do have is a lot of lakes I've put things next to. So we'll pick this up. I was on 135 culture. Yeah, that was worth almost 30 per turn. That's huge. Culture is my one limiting factor, stopping me from getting all the way to colonialism. And once we get ice hockey rinks, oh, we Canadians go a bit mad. One amenity, and then hopefully, if it works out properly, 7 culture. It's a very good tile. Very, very good tile, and you want one in every city. Finally, Lord Sucklington has made it to the front line, which means I can start killing units in front of them. Yes, I've only got at the moment a very small bonus. 5 in total, 2 from barbs and 3 from units, but this will just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It will become embiggened. Actually, what I'm going to do is start using Hippolyta to move Lord Sucklington around the map faster. This way I can prioritize getting to the front line. That's not a... Oh, this is clever. Anyone else find it weird that preserves give gold and not faith? Is that just me? Could just be me. Let's see what we can do over here. We've got leading the Trebuchet assault, Sean Kelly. We've got Lord Pauly and this unnamed Trebuchet. And Lord Sucklington is just going to stand and watch as my hero then chomps into the city and steals it. Look at that. And we've got Great Lighthouse now. Amazing. It's amazing. It's ours. I don't think we even need to worry about loyalty in this area, do we? It's just clearly ours. I think we might just keep this assault going for as long as we can. If I can make it all the way over to Russia, I'll feel quite good about this. And now that Gilgamesh is willing to be a better ally, I'm switching my alliance with him over to military. That means if we can declare a joint war on somebody, I get plus 10 combat strength. I don't have enough modifiers. I think that's the thing that you should take away from this. I'm not trading with Hungary, and they are the next potential target. So I'm going to denounce them. Actually, there's no point, is there? There's so many people that have denounced them. I can probably join in on someone else's war. So I could go diplomatic service now, but I'm thinking colonialism. I just want the ice hockey rinks as fast as I can get them. So that's what we're going to focus on for now. Coupe's navy, it might try an attack back, but I don't think it will. I was really tempting to try and destroy that caravel, but it's very, very tough. Lord Sucklington was just sort of stood there looking very inquisitively at it, but it's fine. It's fine. Forwards you go. Just go and kill the units yourself. There we go. Feed on them. Yeah. As long as I can pillage, it's pretty easy. Kamasi's trade routes are getting quite good now, actually. Look at that. 9 culture. That's the sort of thing that boosts this nicely. I'm starting to build commercial hubs on top of all of the holy sites that I've got in my new cities. And of course, the occasional Alcazar. This might be quite a cheeky little maneuver. Yeah, I'm switching over. Oh, where's the horse gone? Where have you gone? Ha, okay. Oh, no, hang on. You're suddenly there. Deity, I don't know why you moved there. That's really strange, but I was just going to do a really funny thing where I moved Lord Pauly onto this tile with a siege tower and then double moved to then pull the siege tower onto this tile to then get Himiko through so that I could attack the city and then with a siege tower go wha-bam like that. That is ridiculous. Lord Sucklington feasts upon the mine, healing themselves deliciously. We've got another mine I'm pillaging there. Crossover again, make sure we can now move forward. Which tile is this in? It's in this city, so I don't want to move there. Let's instead go to this tile and we can just take the city, I think. There's nothing really worth pillaging now. Cartography boosted. Oh yeah, of course, another harbor. That's perfect. That means we can get another trade route in my capital. Yay! Even without Crusade, Lord Pauly, you're a beast. Smashing through, what are those, medieval walls. It's like they don't even exist. It's like we don't even respect them as entities, which to be honest, we don't. Let's see how the loyalty on this city works. This is the Indian city they forward settled me with. 1.1 loyalty, but I have 1, 2, 3 cities all about to level a population up. See what sort of meaningful difference that has got. I'm deliberately building quite a large tundra farm down here to put some pressure on the city. I'll change at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on that one. Oh, they just got their religion back. It's fine. I'm over halfway there now, so we can start sending religious units in the other direction. But Irene, I'm taking her. Yes, an extra governor. That's very, very handy. And now I'll start sending some missionaries in that direction. One thing we're going to have to watch out for, actually, Russia has been putting through a lot of aid requests, so they're actually going to win both of these and get 4 points. It'll take them to 7 out of 20. I'm trying to work out whether or not I could squeeze a couple of projects through, and I could at the expense of St. Basil's Cathedral. That would at least give me silver, but I now need to think about whether or not it's worth dumping gold in to try and get those diplomacy points myself. Don't know if I'll be going diplomatic victory, but the one thing I do know is that I don't want Russia to particularly get those points, so yeah, maybe. This is Coupe's capital now. Oh, that's exciting. How about you move a second time and attack the city, and I might as well just take it. I mean, it's an 11 pop monstrosity. It's wonderful. It's brilliant. It's huge, and it's very loyal, which is the best bit. Where do I send my army now? How many of Coupe's cities do I want to take? I might leave this one, take this one on the coast, and then take this one, and then head round to Hungary. This is less of a Canada playthrough, and it feels more like a sort of Macedon playthrough, like an Alexander the Great endless, beautiful campaign where my army just keeps walking until we end up in India, although we started in India in this particular time, so it's a little bit different, but still, it's got a similar ring to it. Funny thing is, I'm only 1 point further ahead on score than Russia. They're doing really well. Lord Sucklington again at the front of the line as my muskets close round, and he's like, delicious, up to 90 strength attacking that city. What you like to see. Actually, again, what we can do is just double move this unit. Go on, Sean. In you get. Bam. Then Lord Sucklington can maybe have a little fun. No, I'm going to wait until next turn and just move around. Colonialism. Ice hockey ranks. We're ready. This is what we were built for. Quite literally. My entire nation is around the beautiful art of ice hockey. They're funny little improvements. The only thing it does is give you a little bit of happiness, but for every adjacent tundra hill, snow or snow hill, it gives you a +1 culture. So you can get up to +6 as long as you stick it literally in the middle of nowhere. We will be building a lot of those. A lot of them. Lord Sucklington claims the kill for themselves, which is handy because now they get an extra move, and I actually fancy taking the city with Lord Sucklington. Thinking about it, that might not be a bad move. 1 hit, 2 hits, Musket gets an attack in, then Hippolyta gets an attack in, and Lord Sucklington can't quite finish the job. Really? Is that so? Oh no, now we're fine. Bam. Look at all those units killed. Yeah, admittedly my spy has had to vacate quite drastically. You know what? They're ready for that. They're used to that. It's just what happens when you fight alongside Lord Sucklington. Sometimes you have to go. Sometimes you have to make plans and leave rapidly. So I'm tempted to pick up Insiders to make my spies better. However, Surveyor I think is the next option for me to really spill out on, because Recon, 15% reduction in culture and gold cost when claiming tiles. That's really handy for really big cities. +1 appeal in all tiles of my empire is amazing, and tiles in cities of a national park gain an extra appeal. I think all of this is really good, so we're going to just head down there now. I think we should be down to about 35% cost on tiles. Yeah, look at this. 80 gold for a 3rd ring tile. That's so cheap. Still settling cities. St. John. Oh, the first thing I can do actually is put down an ice hockey rink. Look at this. It's got 6 culture. It's awesome. I'll be building a lot of them over the next few turns. As I say, every city with access to the Tundra will have 1. Exactly 1. All I can build is 1, but at least 1. Somewhere between 1 and 1. You know? Less than 2, but more than 0. Yeah, India are pretty desperate for me to not win this. I guess it is their holy city, so I can sort of see it. It's a little bit of sink in my faith, but honestly, winning this religious emergency, it's massive. I just need to hold out another 6 turns, and I've got it. Standing on a hill, surveying his domain, Lord Sucklington feasts upon that catapult and says, "Please, can you give me a small hand? Thank you very much." Oh, not quite the kill. Not quite the kill I was looking for there, unless I can get Trebuchet or something in. No, it's not going to happen this turn, but that was close. So I've sent all of the aid that I can. I'm going to get a bronze award, so it's about 100 Diplo favor between the two. I'd have to dish out about 6,000 to 7,000 gold to beat Russia. Now, I could do a little bit of trading, probably, and beat them in one of these, but I'd rather actually let them have the score. I think we can keep control over Russia. We're heading in this direction anyway. Oh, wow. Look at that. China is actually taking on Russia and winning as well, so you never know. Maybe they won't be the problem. So instead, I'll spend all of my gold on an archaeological museum. Yay! And we'll finish St. Basil's Cathedral. Arabia, for whatever reason, wants to be my ally. And to that I say, yes, please, I'll have a religious ally. Gilgamesh still hasn't met Coupe. Again, we won't ask how on earth that happened. Lord Sucklington says, yum, 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 yum. Oh, delicious. And that's another city taken from Coupe. This one, unbelievably, isn't loyal. Ow. What's going on here? Is this just like a crazy high population city? What's this one? Oh, it's 7 pop. How is that city 7 pop? Don't ask. Don't ask. Okay. Then we're going to have to do some sort of mass settlement around here to create a bit of loyalty in the area. More cities. Coupe wants peace. And they really want peace. That's not a bad deal. I am tempted to take that, but I'm just going to give it a turn because it might be Lord Sucklington wants to come and kill some more units. But I think actually just whipping around and attacking Hungary immediately after is probably the move and play that I would like to go for here. St. Basil's Cathedral, this is in my capital. +1 food, +1 production, and +1 culture to all Tundra tiles in the city. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot of those tiles. The entire city is a Tundra city, and that is wonderful. Bam! A little bit of aid request, that's fine. And as the city fills out a little bit nicely, you can see all of this beautiful culture that's now being worked on the tiles. That's lovely. In fact, actually, Lady Sucklington, whilst you're here, why don't you just refresh this vampire castle? Because I'll get a bunch more culture from doing that. That'll be quite handy. In very exciting news, the apostle that I rolled right next to India has got 75% removal of other people's religion. Okay, this is going to be pretty effective. I am going to make peace with Coupe. See, look, even Scotland likes that. Oh, wonderful. So the loyalty situation in this city is what I would call atrocious. But no matter, that is very easily fixed by a bit of a spam of settlers in this area. There's a lot of space for me to settle, and I can grow into this land very, very easily indeed. I don't think this city is ever going to be really that sustainable, just purely because the -10 loyalty from grievances, that's really big. If I settled a new city on that exact spot, it would be very, very much easier to settle. So I might just raise this one. I don't normally raise cities. You know me. I'm very, very good at that. I tend to keep everything, and I always get told, oh, you should raise more. No, it's just not the sort of player I am. I'm using Hippolyta, by the way, just to push Lord Sucklington further and further. It's brilliant. Oh, hello. That appears to be a beautiful settler. Noted. Hungry. Noted. All right, let's nuke this religion once and for all. Bam. Oh, yeah. Missionaries are not going to be able to really deal with the -75%. That's big. Let's get this religious emergency finished, and I don't have to worry about it after that point. Yep, as predicted, there goes the city, but unfortunately for the city, Lord Pauly, Sean Kelly, I mean, they're ready. They're ready for this absolute defiance of my law, and I mean, liberate it. No. Raise it. It's gone. No problems anymore. Time to reset the vampire castle. I mean, look at these yields. They're so much better than once they were. Bam. In we go. The vampire castle is now worth 7 culture, 28 production, 21 food. It's almost worth bringing the other vampire castle over now. This was a good castle, but could I get a better one by using more of these yields, especially the ice hockey rinks? These are pretty crazy. I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes. I don't want to be too extreme, but Zanzibar, leaving your crossbow there is almost an instant war declaration. I mean, you're very lucky I'm Canada and I can't declare war on you because Lord Sucklington is stood here and wants to get through. That is so rude. With 24 turns left on Himiko, I'm actually thinking, is it worth just putting everything into Zanzibar there? I don't know. Pest, that's an interesting settle. It's more annoying, actually, looking at it, but what can you do? Does Hungary follow another religion? Yes, Russia's religion. Okay, so Wars of Religion's going to work. My spy is now in place, but a World Congress is going to distract us before that point. Can I have culture bombs? Thank you. Trading with scientific city-states to go through last time, and I'm going to burn about 200 of my Diplo favor just to try and make sure that I win both votes. That would be nice. That's a holy site that has just been melted. That doesn't look good. Okay, 2 points for me. Perfect. Can you please? Oh, it's just a temple. It's fine. All right, well, that settlement is a little bit frustrating because it has totally blocked my way across the river, and even worse, there's no way loyalty-wise I'm going to hold on to that city without taking Pex as well. However, Hungary only has 377 military strength, and they are at war with Russia, and they don't like a lot of people. Oh, this is why Canada is such a good domination civ. Yes, I'll join in on your war, thus effectively declaring a surprise war. Oh, and for the first time, Gilgabro military ally in on the war. That's an effective +10 combat strength. I actually don't believe this, but because I'm playing Canada and no one denounces me, everybody likes me enough to join in on my war with my Giga army. So unfortunately, Hungary has gone from being at war with just Russia to every single other person on the map at the same time. I am am very sorry. I do feel a little bit bad for what I have just done. just a little bit bad, not too bad. An aid request, a military emergency. I'll vote down on that 4 times. I do have a pretty giga army. Only Arabia has a bigger one, so it would be surprising if that did go through. Oh, a couple of people wanted it to go through. Scotland and England and India. Hello, they're all up for it, are they? Okay, noted. But with our extra diplo favor, we managed to hold on to that one, and that's brilliant. Okay, with conservation, we need to go into full war footing. Now, I think to do that, Limes is fun, Raid is fun. I think for now I'm going to put Wars of Religion in to give myself the combat strength alongside Oligarchic Legacy. Serfdom is always useful, Scripture is always useful. I was tempted to get Land Surveyors, reduces the cost of purchasing a tile by 20%, but I'm going to hold off that one because I think it's not a very big amount of gold that would save me. But most importantly, that is conservation. Conservation gives me tourism for my walls. I have a lot of walls. It unlocks national parks through naturalists, which isn't very handy, but it unlocks the Mountie. This is quite a cheap unit. It's very fast, decent at combat, but that's not the point. The point is it has 2 charges and each one can build a national park. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to National Park Spam. Hello, Ottawa. Lovely to see you. Can you please go? Mountie. This is all we're going to be doing now. I'm sorry in advance. Now I've beelined that. What do I do? Diplomatic service. Let's go for that. And can we cross the Hungarian? I mean, yeah, we can take Pest pretty much at any point. That's what I want to do with it. Do I just bypass the city and go for Pex? I'm very tempted to do that. Just checking out the combat strength I've got. Intel +3, Great General +5, Himiko +5. All so far so good. 3 from my Governor, 4 from Oligarchic Legacy, 4 from Wars of Religion. So Wars of Religion is giving me a bonus right now. Oh, that's why we've got 24 extra combat strength. It's why we are just munching through this stuff. Actually, temporarily, Limes is really handy and I do like it, but Raid is such a good card. I will put that in because Dad Tato, my premier raider, feeling a little bit peaky. There you go. Look at that. Now we're all happy again, aren't we? Sean Kelly says, hello, that's a nice encampment you got there, but I will be marching straight through that. Really, I should have taken these units to sea. That would have been a lot easier, but I sort of refused to get sailing. There's no reason to it. I never got it, and now I don't have it. I'm sort of looking at it thinking, I never need sailing ever again. Why would I ever do that? Oh. Anyway, Halifax, we are now finally starting to pick up some beautiful cities, and these cities, these ones I want to be a little more careful with, because ultimately these are basically just land grab cities. I want to put a lot of national parks down, and I'm not gonna, yeah, lots of tundra needed for these ones, so I'm going to keep a lot of space, not put any districts down in them. They're just going to be tourism traps. Oh, and I now have Sun Wukong, another hero to add to my collection. Yeah, 6 movement is a very useful hero. Look at this impenetrable wall of mountains. I physically can't get through it. Oh, this map script can sometimes be hilarious. Who is this? Silver? You've led yourself astray. Why are you in the... I did that. That's my fault. My people are starved for knowledge. I have more science and more culture than you, Russia. It's just because I don't know what sailing is, okay? I just want a sailingless run. What is so bad about that? Honestly, it's nothing but judgment from Russia. Nothing but judgment. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zersa, Zaf. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!